here we go. Some of our favorite paper book crinkles for you. Matt Shindro. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shellraiser instruction book. One of our best water damaged books, but also the coloring. It's like a wholly unique instruction book. The paper coloring and page design, unlike any of our other sets that we have. And there's some really cool like callbacks to the TMNT figs, the action figures and stuff, and how they would do the collection panels, like check off which ones you have. And there's a little comic book at the end. There's lots of really cool, like just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in general sort of call outs and callbacks in this instruction book too. Let's go. I'm at work. Wait, what? We just had a fire. Someone. What the heck? Are you serious? Hola. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're okay. What the heck? I'm so glad you're okay, friend. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. Let's go, Christian. Yeah, some extra special page turning here for you, Matt. Thanks, Matt. All right. Hey, Michelle Ad. Hi. How's it going today, Michelle Ad? Good to see you. Welcome in. The purple and green combo's good, right? Pumpkin. Yeah, the color mix on this is fantastic. Did I see a nest? That was Michelle Ad. That was our Lego Nintendo. We were playing some Super Mario Brothers on there. It's a really amazing set. Like the book, or the television set for it, has this like crank mechanism that World 1-1 of Super Mario Brothers like scrolls by, and Mario like jumps around and stuff on the screen throughout. It's really neat. Yeah, that's just bonkers all this fun. Glad you're hearing okay. It's the greatest book I have ever seen. Yes, Matt. I'm so glad we could share this with you today. That's awesome. Glad you're taking it. Just saw those D&D figs, Christine. Yes, you too. All our D&D fans. Yo, that's it. The new minifig collectible series is all Dungeons and Dragons. I hope you can find some of those out your way, Christine. Need action at work so I don't fall asleep. Holy cow. My Welsh. Good to see you today, friend. And hope you get some good sleep here. Hello, big hugs. Sleep well. Good rest and good dreams. Good night. Sleep well. Always great seeing you. You got all 12 figs. Speaking of something fun, you got all 12 of the new Dungeons and Dragons figs, Ola. Nice pickup. Very cool. Very cool. Travels continues on with our page turning here for Matt. Let's jump into our music lesson today as well. Got a music lesson here. G die. Thank you again for that points redeem as well. Music lesson today, so I think it'd be fun to jump into a continuation kind of what we talked about in our last music lesson. We were looking at how chord extensions work and how to build chord extensions, which are like also called upper voicings, and it's when you have our most basic chord is called a triad, a 3-note chord, and then you start adding notes on top of that. And each one of those notes that you add in, each one of these component parts has a name as well. The note that we start on that gives the chord its letter name is called the root note. And then on top of the root we stack the third, the fifth. We can continue on, so that's our triad, root, third, fifth. Then we have a 7th, 9th, 11th, and 13th. There's all of those together. Gonna arrive all open. Sure, yeah, that's usually kind of part and parcel with picking up the entire series that way. Totally. So, today we were looking at those extensions last time and how those notes work, and some of the different ways of mixing and matching those, and what kind of color and quality they add to a chord and to harmony. Let's look at the triad and what's kind of going on there. We have 4 basic types of triads, and the way you create those is by mixing and matching the building blocks that we use to stack up those 3 notes together. So if we start on our root note, here's the way those building blocks work. In music, our smallest increment, the smallest building block that you can create is called a half step. And that's from one note to the immediate next note, the note right next to it. So this is me just playing half steps, moving the smallest distances I can. So on the piano, that's just from one key to the next, to the one right next to it, regardless of whether it's a black or white key. On a guitar or a bass, that's just moving one fret at a time, gives you a half step. But really for any instrument, that smallest distance that you can move from one note to the next is called a half step. We can combine 2 half steps together to get whole steps. So that was 3 whole steps in a row. Whole step to there. That's a whole step from each one of those notes to the next. So we have whole steps and half steps as our kind of small initial building blocks. Now, to create our next series of blocks, we're going to combine whole steps and half steps. So a whole step plus a half step equals what's called a minor third. So that's if I go start on this note and I go up a whole step and then a half. So that's a minor third. It's a minor third. Whole step plus a half step, or a step and a half. And then we have another type of third called a major third. That's if we go up 2 whole steps. Whole, whole. So there's a whole step plus a whole step called a major third. So now we have our 2 crucial building blocks for building triads and basic chords. Minor thirds, a step and a half, and major thirds, 2 steps. So we're going to start to build those together to create our triads. Here's what those sound like. So if I go up a major third, There's my root note. If I had a major third and then a minor third, I get a major chord. So major plus minor equals a major triad. If I invert that, I start on the root and I go up a minor third and then up a major third, I get a minor triad. So minor plus major equals minor. Major plus minor equals major. So it's whatever that first third that we jump, that we build, dictates that. It's been a fun break. Need to head back to the reference desk, help patrons. Have a nice evening, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Cat. Good to see you. I hope the rest of the shift goes well. Great hanging with you for lunch here. Big hearts and hugs, Red. Boop. Take care. Take care. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. There's two other types of triads that we can create. By the way, Matt, I hope you really enjoyed that bit of page turning. Extra special page turning with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shell Racer instruction books. One of our very, very favorite books that we have. Hi RJ and Jules and everyone and all our Lego figures. Hey Elsha. Hi Elsha, welcome in. What you got going on today, friend? How's your Wednesday going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. We're just finishing up our music lesson here, so as you might have guessed, since we have those two variables, minor thirds and major thirds, there's two other ways that we can stack them together. So minor plus major equals minor triad. Major plus minor equals major triad. We could do minor plus minor. That gives us what's called a diminished triad. Really cinematic chord, right? Has sort of a sinister quality to it. Yeah, that's called the diminished chord. And the name is logical, right? Diminished, it's shrunk down. That's our smallest variable, minor third plus minor third. We could also do the opposite, major plus major. Major third, and then major third. That gives us what's called an augmented chord. And again, the name makes sense, right? Augment, to stretch out. That's our major third plus major third, so that's as kind of stretched out and elongated as we can make a chord. Has that like dream sequence sound to it, right? Ethereal sort of aspect. So those are our triads, our basic building blocks of chords. Now you can start to build more complex harmony and chords by taking those four types of triads and then combined with what we talked about last time, our different extensions, the 7th, 9th, 11th, and 13th. You start to mix those around and you get all of our different types of harmony and our harmonic vocabulary. That way, this essentially consists of mixes of those elements being built together. So a major triad, a minor triad, diminished, and augmented. There we go. 5-hour video of the book would be nice, Matt. Much love, Fred. Heck yeah. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that music lesson today. Thanks, G-Dye. Thanks again. Much love, y'all. We're going to do some taking apart of a set here as well. This is one of our animals sets that we have. The Lovebirds. Lovebirds. It's been built for quite a while. This one's been built up for, I think since last, like February before last. So it's been built together for a year and a half or so now. Get it dusted off, taken apart, and ready for next time. Almost 1 a.m. here, time to sleep. Thanks for the chill vibes, Rasta. It was so cool catching up with you today. Much love, Rasta. Thanks for staying up late with us, too. Get some good sleep. Sleep well, friend. Good dreams. We'll see you next time. Good night. Good night. Oh, you're so welcome, G-Die. Absolutely. They are super cute. Yeah, Pumpkin. Agreed. Agreed. Adorable little set. We've seen this set. I've seen some people create mechanized a machine for this set that it plugs in and it makes the birds like turn, kind of like cuckoo clocks. They like spin around and then go together and kiss and then turn back around. It's a really fun little custom build. Server Kuznetsov, welcome in. Thanks for that follow, server. How are ya? Good evening. Hope your week's bed going well. Thanks, Nathan. Hope you are too. How's your Wednesday bed? Welcome on in, Nathan. Great to see you today. What a couple, sweeties. As the burbs, Christine as the love burbs.